going on? We're back to our exciting episode of Tech Productions. I have Nick here with me. That's a different intro. And today we're going over the Broly Paragus deck profile, the new green one, not the old black one. And yeah, buttons, links, check it out. Let's get into it, Nick.
Yeah, so leader starts out not much value on the front side, but you get some good effects. But we'll start with the first one. Activate main, add 1 Broly or Paragus, the energy cost of 1 in green from your deck to your hand. Negate the skill for the game. You want one certain card, grab it from the deck, easy. Second, activate main. If you have 2 or more energy and you have a skillless Broly in play, you draw 2, go down to 6, flip it over. Then it has an awaken, your life's 4 or less, draw 1, untap 1. You're mostly going to do the go down, draw 2 to awaken. It's usually consistent almost all the time, so pretty easy. Then we have the awaken side. A couple permanents which are really strong. One, your multicolor Broly cards cost 1 less combo and 5,000 combo power less, so all your multicolors are free 0-5Ks. Second permanent, during during attack, when a Broly attacks a battle card, your opponent can't activate counter skills. So all your swings going in at battle cards are going to go through. You have a lot of effects that happen when one of your cards KOs a battle card, so this permanent is everything. And then auto, when this card attacks, draw 1, and then you may place a green card from your battle area into your drop. If you do, this will gain plus 5k for the turn. You'll want to do this pretty regularly. You want to stack some of your cards to get extra effects on. We'll go over some of those cards in the deck. Starting 1, we'll go 2 Sealed Super Warrior. This is the field card you want to play pretty much turn 1 every time. You have a couple cards that will let you play that from effects, but field card, this is also treated as Broly Ring, so you can grab it off certain searches. Auto for 1 green if you have a green Broly, if you use a green Broly card. When this card is removed from your battle area in rest mode, you can play a red-green multicolored Broly with energy cost of 6. Couple cards we have targets for that, we'll go over that. And then activate main, if you have a Paragus card in play and you switch this card to rest mode, negate a Broly battle card. So this is the effect where you get your second awaken, your alternate awaken. And in order to find the card, we have Broly and Paragus, Father and Son of Vengeance. Searchable off the lead, so you can grab this if you don't see it in your opening hand. Auto, when this card is played, you activate a Broly's Ring from your deck or drop, and shuffle if you look through it. So this will get the field card even if you pitch it for effects, or if it's still stuck in your deck. And then activate main once per turn. Drop a card from your hand, add a red-green multicolor Broly with energy cost of 6. So this guarantees you find your 6 drop to get the plays off the field card. Then we have 4 of the Paragus Beginnings of Ambition. Also grabbable off the lead, so you have a couple options with what you want to grab. But this, when it's played, you can either activate a Broly's Ring from your deck, so you can use this one to play your Broly's Ring, or you can search top 5 for any green Broly. So no restrictions, it just has to be green, so cost is negligible, so you can find a lot of stuff with this. Activate main, if your leader's a green Broly and you have a Broly card in play, you can play this from your hand for no cost, and you can't play Paragus cards for the turn. So you can start off playing the 1-drop, tap 1 to play it, play a Broly's Ring. If this is in your hand, play it for free, search top 5 for a Broly. Not bad for 1 energy. And then we have 2 of the Paragus Strategists. This is more of a backup plan just in case you see Broly's Ring in your hand. When this card is played, you draw a card and then activate a Broly's Ring from your hand. So if you mulligan and you see it in your hand by chance, you search this one out, play it. But we normally don't want to do that in effects, that's why we're running this one pretty light. And then it has the same activate main where you can play it if you have a Broly in play. So another free play draw one, not bad. And then we have 3 Broly. Nightmare Begins. This is the 6-drop you want to play off the field card. When this card is played, it gains crit for the turn. So you got a big 30k crit body, usually turn 2. So not bad going at the lead. And then has a second effect on that. If you have 3 or more energy and you pitch a Paragus from your battle area, this card can attack battle cards in active mode. So if your opponent just doesn't want to swing with cards but they want to keep them on board, you can go into this turn 3 and swing at their cards and force them to do either can negate, so force them to combo and stuff so you don't get your effects off. This has another auto. When this card KOs a battle card, you can switch it back to active mode. So if you play the same turn, you get the 30k crit after swinging and popping a battle card with the swing. And then when this card is removed from your battle area by a skill or KO'd, activate a Dormant Legend from your hand, deck, or drop and shuffle your deck. So find your Dormant anywhere, play it, keep going up the Broly chain. And for the Dormant, we have 2 Dormant Super Warrior. running this one as light as possible too, just because we can search it from pretty much anywhere. This field card is also treated as Dormant Legend. This one's just super simple. The way it works, if your leader's a green Broly and you have 3 or more energy, when this card is placed in your drop area, you play a Broly Glacial Awakening from your hand, deck, or drop. So really good consistency. You're going to find your 4 drops really easily. And then for that, we are running 4 of the Glacial Awakenings. A couple of reasons why we're going pretty heavy on this one. One, it's 1 plus 10k Broly, so when you're awakened it's a 0 plus 5k combo, so at worst it's free combo power. Does have deflect, and a permanent. If you have a green Broly in your energy, you can negate the energy exhaust of this card. So it's a good charge target, so you have red-green multicolor energy. You need it for some arrival effects, but it's good in no matter where you see it. And then auto, you drop a card from your hand when this card is played. You beam your leader until the end of your opponent's turn. So nice 5k boost on play. And you technically play it for free when you pop the field card. And then for the boss monster deck, we have the Broly Tenacious Onslaught. Another 4 of, just because again it's free 5k combo power at worst, so not bad. It's got an evolve for a red or a green. Draw a card, play this on an energy cost of 4, so you play it on top of the Glacial Awakening. Couple autos. First one, when this card is played, your opponent drops a card from hand, so starting the hand control off for 1 energy, not bad. And then second auto, when this card attacks opponent's battle card and KOs it, you draw a card, switch this back to active mode. If your opponent has 2 or more life and 3 or more energy, they take a damage. So swinging at opponent's battle cards is going to hurt them, and then this has inherent double strike on it too. So you swing at a battle card, they can't negate. They have to go over 35k just to stop the swing. If it goes through, they take a damage. You draw a card, you're drawing 2 on play technically. And then it also has an arrival for a green and a colorless. So even if you don't have the chain, you can still play this card. So 4 of, absolutely. And then I wanted to have another way to go back into the 8-drop, so we have a small chain here. We have Broly the Tame Beast. Auto, take a life when this card attacks. It gets plus 11,000, so it's a 15k swing. So if you want to swing with it just to take yourself down for life for certain things, you can do that. And then the second auto is where it's most important. For a green, if your leader's a mono green Broly, when this card is removed from the battle area by a skill or KO'd, you can play a mono green Broly with energy cost of 4 from your hand. And then we are running 4 copies of Deathless Warrior Broly. This is the main target for you to go into this. The best part about this is the permanent. When you're evolving on this card with a different Broly name, you reduce the cost by 2. So if you go into the 8-drop, it's only cost 1, so this would be a free evolve if you go into this. So not bad. And then it has an auto on play. Your opponent either KOs a battle card on the board. If they don't, they pitch 2 from hand. So you either get a removal for 1 energy, or from the auto to play it, or you get 2 cards out of their hand. And then if you evolve, they pitch another card out of their hand. So you get the hand control pretty quickly. You get a lot of bursting with it. So, and then just as another target, we want to run 1 Broly free at last. I haven't had too much success with this, but just on paper, it's really good. So we're still running it just in case. You'll place this card in the drop area. When this card attacks, you will play a Broly card with energy cost of 6 from your drop area, and then you can't play battle cards for the turn. So this is one you'll go into off the 1 drop, play your entire turn out, swing at this last, so you play another card, so you can't play anything else after that, and then you go back into the 6 drop. And then as a secondary 6 drop, we're running 2 Broly Tragedy Foretold. This is Arrival permanent. It essentially has like a unique. Only one of these cards can be played in the battle area, and you can only play it if you have Dormant Legend in your drop.
It's before unique.
Yeah, unique before unique. But you can only play this until you get the field card in the drop, so you can kind of play this towards the late game, but you can also play it off the free at last once you have the extra card in the drop. Auto, when this card is played, you pick 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 15,000 power for the turn. So ignoring barrier is really huge. This is not bad just to get that down there, and if your opponent has like a big body in rest mode, you can neg it down, so when you swing at it, you'll have a better time KOing it. And then this also has the second effect, which is perfect. When your opponent combos, you can choose a card in their combo area, send it to the drop area, and negate the skill for the turn. So you can combo kill. In this meta right now, where comboing and Z energy is everything, just being able to stop that once per turn, huge. But, and again, at worst, it's going to be a 0 plus 5k combo. Now for some generic stuff, we have Cooler Armed Force. We'll explain it in the Z deck, but this card is everything in this deck. Not much to say on it. Barrier, double strike. When this card attacks, your opponent either pitches a card from hand or you pop a battle card. So you either get board removal or hand control more. Activate main for 2 if you have 3 or more energy, you play this card from hand. So 5 cost played for 2. Not bad. And then activate limit 1 if you have a Z battle card, the energy cost of 2, switches back to active mode. So essentially it's a double strike, dual attack, and either KOing 2 battle cards or making them pitch 2 cards from hand. So I would run this out of 3 of, but I only got 2 because they're stupid expensive. And then we have 2 Son Goku and Gohan, father-son solidarity. This is another generic one you can play for the activate main. Everybody knows what this does. The only thing on this one is you do get the KOing a battle card, ignoring barrier, and pitching a card, but we don't run any other Gokus in the deck, so you don't get the second effect of burn a life. So that's why we're running this one pretty low. Honestly, I haven't had too much success with this card in this deck, so you don't have to run it, but it's still just too good not to run.
Just a sneaky boss once for 2 energy.
Exactly. Then Paragus Super Combo. Paragus Super Combo. Enough said. Some of the extra cards. We got 2 Focus Breakthrough. The reason why I like this in this deck is you can play it technically for free because you are charging your multicolor Broly's that negate energy exhaust, so you will be able to get the effect to take a life and do the counter on this one. So this one's really good to stop your opponent's floodgates, but since your opponent can't counter battle card swings, it doesn't come up too often. 3 Dormants. Dormant. Stops the opponent's turn. Gets you back on your turn. And then we have 2 Goku's Kamehameha Deflection. Get the attack, pop a battle card 4 or less. Not bad. And then we have 2 Clones. Just your token negate. We only run it at 2 of. It doesn't come up too much in handy, but when it does, it does. So. And then our secret rare choice is the Wicked Saiyans. This card is nuts in this deck, mostly because it's searchable, because it's got Broly on it. Free combo, so you're comboing for nothing. And then your leader's green, so it'll be a dual attack blocker, so 40k dual attack blocker and auto for 2. When you combo with this card, your opponent either taps 4 things on their board, or you get to play this card and your opponent pitches 2 cards from hand. So either it's stopping your opponent's turn completely because they're tapping 4 things, or you're hand controlling them. And then a lot of times you can play this card when on your turn when they don't have 4 things to tap, and then they get to pitch 2. So really good, and I'll show some things with the Z deck that you can do with this too. Now going into the Z deck, we got the Z leader. This is just a beefed up version of your regular leader. Z Awakens free if you have to have Dormant Legend and Broly's Ring in your drop, so you have to have your field cards and you have to be at 3 or less, but no energy cost, so it's just 2 Z energy. Same permanent, where your opponent can activate counters when you attack battle cards with Broly cards. And then the big permanent on this one is your opponent's your Broly multicolor cards just get 1 cost. So it removes the 5k cost, so all your things are 0 plus 10ks. So that's why we don't mind running a good amount of the multicolor cards, because once you get here, you're just going to be super defensive because you have 0 plus 10ks for days. And then we have 2 of the Gigantic Meteor Destruction. This card can get nuts, especially when you play it on the right Broly card. Activate battle, remove this card from the game. Choose one of your cards that gets plus 10k battle power for the turn, or for the battle. And then with this KOs a battle card, your opponent pitches a card. So mini effect, so not bad for 1 energy, but the second effect is really where it shines. If you have 4 or more energy, when your Broly is attacking a battle card, you send this to the drop, or remove it from the game rather. Your card will gain plus 30k for the turn, not battle, for the turn. And then if it KOs a battle card, your opponent pitches 2 cards from hand. So you can goo on the Wicked Saiyans because it has Broly in its name. Then you have a 70k dual attacker and your opponent pitches 2 off this, 2 off this. So you can also do it on your 8-drop Broly. They pitch a card on play for that. They pitch 2 cards on the swing on this. So it gets you don't hand control till the end of the game, but when you do, it just hurts. So you get really good effects by doing this. I kind of want to run this up to 3, but I think 2 is good for where it is right now. And then we have 2 SS3 Broly Tyrant. This card is a big key maker for a lot of your plays. Unique, permanent. When this card's played from your Z deck, instead of paying the 2/2, you can reduce it by one green and 1 Z energy if you take a non-unique card from your battle area, place in your drop. So this is another way to get your 1-drop Broly's to go into your 4-drop chain. This is a way to pop your field cards. So this is really good for setting yourself up, and for 1 energy, it's a really good 1-drop. Then auto, if you have 4 or more energy, when a battle card is placed in your drop, this will gain +5 and double strike. And this is just a drop, so this can be your opponent's too. So at any point in time, this will gain battle power when you have 4 or more energy, and then as an activate main once per turn, if you have 3 or more energy, you place 1 non-unique card from your battle area in your drop, KO opponent's battle card. So you have ways on this card to pop stuff. It happens automatically with itself. Really good card. Can't stress this enough. If it had deflected, it'd be the best card in the game, but since it doesn't, it's just really, really good. And then last card, 2 Broly, Demon Revived. This one's not bad, just a kind of way to refuel your hand if you're running low on resources. It's a red and a green, but if your leader's a Broly card, you ignore the specified cost skill, so it's a 2 cost no matter what. When this card attacks, you can use a red or green card with 5,000 combo power in your drop with the skills negated, and if you have 4 or less in hand, you draw a card. So free combo, so it goes to 20k and you draw a card. Not bad. And then activate main once per turn, you drop a card from your hand, and then you can choose one. You can actually add a life too if you need to, but your opponent pitches a card from your hand, or you pop a battle card 20k power or less. So if they have a battle card you can't get rid of, or if they're standing in active mode, you pop it, or if they have cards in hand, you just get rid of it. Not a bad card, not usually the one we go into, but since this card and the Broly both have 2 costs, it's really easy to go into your cooler. And this combo with the Tyrant and the cooler is just everything. It's super good.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Nick. Like always, guys, buttons, links, you know what to do. Bye.